everybody. Welcome to my studio here on a lovely Tuesday. I just want to dust this really quick. Alright, I'm going to continue working on Lizardo. I know some of you have been following this project pretty closely, and I think it's coming out really well. If you're just coming in here, the Lizardo belongs to my niece. Hopefully she might have seen it. I don't know. I'm trying to keep it a secret, but I'm so excited about how it looks, it's hard not to share. So I'm just getting into the spiky parts, which are kind of making me a little nervous, but we'll do the best we can and carry on, right? So here's Lizardo's photo. Sweet little lizard. Oh no, I don't know. Alright, I'm just kind of trying to get a sense of where I'm at on this lizard, so I can get some of these highlights and shadows in and the coloring a little bit the way he's supposed to. Hi Tim, how are you? So this is my very first venture into reptiles or a lizard of any sort. Hi Mary, thanks for stopping by. I totally appreciate it. I don't really know what I'm doing, so be kind. Be kind, this is a new venture for me. I am not experienced with making the reptiles. So I'm just kind of figuring out as I go how to get the texture I'm looking for. So I'm kind of winging it. It's a wing and a prayer right now. So the goal is to trick your eyes into thinking I have drawn every single little scale, and when I'm reality, I'm just kind of suggesting them. So we'll see how that works. But he has like this really nice coloring that I really want to get in. So what are you up to today? I hope everybody's having a great week so far, and if you're here in the US, I hope you had a nice holiday weekend. I had a great weekend actually. A few years ago I had to move away from my hometown, and I moved away from all my sisters and my family there. And my one sister and my triplet nieces came and visited me this weekend. And my nieces have just entered 9th grade in high school, and so they all have their first big dance coming up. They've been each one of them has been asked to go to homecoming, and so they came out here this weekend, and I got to go shopping for homecoming dresses with them, which was a very nice treat for me, because I'm the mother of all boys, and you tend not to do a whole lot of shopping for boys. They're pretty simple. Yeah, I'm gonna wear this shirt, this pants. Thanks, Mom. Alright, leave me alone. It's pretty much how boys work. Alright, so I'm just making these shapes, and I'm not copying them exactly. I'm trying more to get the the feel of them in here. There's a few prominent ones that I am trying to copy, just because every once in a while you need that little bit to give you the form, the right form and shape. Hi Crystal, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. And as always, feel free to ask any questions if you have them or, just tell me what you're up to. I just like chatting. I kind of like to feel like I've just sort of invited you to come hang out with me, grab a cup of coffee, and it's like, hey friend, what's going on? Yeah, I just have this little bit of work to do. Sit down and chat. Hi. How are you? It's good to see you. Thank you for all the support you've been giving. Okay, great. Thanks. I'm so happy you stopped in. I know it's a weird time of day, but I have to treat it like a job too. So I have a family. I can't be here at weird times. So I really do appreciate you taking even 10 minutes to come out and show your support and share and like and all comments and all that. So appreciate it. Have a great day at work, and I hope to see you again. Now that I've retired from the nanny job, I will be on here a lot more. I'll have a lot more time to work on this art job a little more. Today, the little girl that I have raised, basically, she's like, when you're a nanny, you kind of end up raising these kids a little bit. As, I taught her how, I potty trained her and taught her a lot of things and did a lot. Well, she's off to school today. So I am retired from the nanny field and ready to do this. And I don't like pushing, I don't like being pushy, but I will remind you guys that I do pet commissions. So if you were interested in having a painting of your pet drawn, just feel free to message me. I would love to work with you on that project. And I'm super duper affordable. So just saying, I don't really like talking money, but I guess I got to learn to kind of how to do that. I kind of have to learn how to do that. I do these portraits for about $60, which is really cheap. But I don't have to spend a lot. Being that it's digital art, I don't have to spend a lot on wasted paint or papers. I only have to print them out when they come out right. And so I pass a lot of that savings of my everyday supplies on to people. Because I do want to encourage the appreciation of art and people thinking art is more accessible to them. I don't like when people say, oh, it's just a luxury item for the rich, or I really like art, but I don't buy it because I can never afford it. And it kind of makes me sad. I mean, I understand. I mean, as artists, we should get paid for at least our supplies and our time and our creativity. But not everybody can afford, thousands and thousands of dollars for a piece of artwork. So I try to make things as affordable as I can. But if you've spent any time with me on any of my live streams, watching me create, you will know that if I charge $60 for a portrait, I am making way less than minimum wage. Because I don't really clock my hours. Yeah, it's way. I usually spend way more than even 10 hours, so you know. Because mostly I do it because I have to. It's the love of art. You kind of, yeah, kind of have to. Alright. Needs to be darker. I don't really like using lines, but I want this really crisp little mouth expression. So I'm just kind of really lightly sort of putting that in. And then I'll soften it up a little bit, and I'm going to add these highlights. So if you follow me here or on any other social media, you will see that I did yesterday post my schedule for broadcasting, and I'm trying to hold myself to a more set pace schedule where I get up and I'm here at certain times, and you know, like a job, you need to show up. And I appreciate people doing that. It's probably going to be on. I've been going over this a lot for like the last couple week or so. I think it's going to be like a 2-week rotation. So to give different broadcast venues different times. So I won't be at the same place at the same time every day. It would be once every 2 weeks that I would be there, but I will be at places and more. Hi, Scotty. There he is. Thanks for showing up. I totally appreciate it. One of my fan club members who I totally love. Makes me smile. Did you get your cable back? All the joys of just moving somewhere, right? Gotta get all that stuff set up. Okay, it's these big. I need to just get these little highlights in here. Oh, there you go. Well, I'm going to be on here for an hour, and that is one thing I do like about Instagram, is it does just automatically shut me off after an hour. And one way is I don't like it, and other ways I do, because my husband is constantly telling me I talk too much, and I know I do. But, so sometimes I probably need a shut off button. Alright. So, it's probably a good thing in one way, but I hate when it just shuts off and I don't notice it, and I don't get to, like, say goodbye to people. But, you know, hopefully they understand that's how that works here, and I'm not just being rude. Alright. And we're gonna make this. Start blocking in some of these shadows. And then I'll start blending them in. Anyway. I'm hoping to finish this lizard this week, but I mean, also with broadcasting, I hate doing the same thing over and over, so I try to have a couple different projects on at one time. It's not always easy to do. Yeah, I'm going to be on here regular schedule, so thanks for showing up. Keep looking out for the posts. You can always refer back to the last post, or follow me. This is a bearded dragon, Scotty. So I appreciate your time and just stopping by and sharing in the supports and hearts. I really do. So thank you. This bearded dragon belonged to my niece. His name was Lizardo. Yeah, I've never done a reptile before, so this is my first time. It's my first time. So my hope with the schedules are, I know that there's usually a lot more people viewing at evenings, but I can't always guarantee I will be able to be on in the evening because I do have a family and a social life that, you know, I don't want to neglect because, one, my family really has gone a long way in making this at all possible. So, you know, I still want to be a good wife and a mother and a friend. So I have to kind of limit it to more of a business schedule. But what I'm hoping is that with these regular setup broadcasts, maybe I will get more followers because I am here at a regular time. Right. I'm here at a regular time. And then when I do have time to hop on later in the day, maybe it will expose me to some different people, but I'll already have some people who will appreciate the show up and say hi. But yeah, that's the one thing. It's hard. You know, like there's a lot of young artists out here, and the only responsibility they have is for themselves. So yeah, you know, if they have a day off or they're home, they can be on here for, you know, 24 hours, I guess, if they really wanted to. I unfortunately do not have that luxury. I have already done 3 loads of laundry and dishes and prepped a dinner, and I have to wake my son up. I forgot. He's going to be mad because I'm not going to do it till 2 o'clock now. He likes to make sure he's up, and he doesn't always hear his alarm because he should sleep more. But you know, us moms, that's what we do. We take care of our kids. Even when you're grown up. Oh, and I have 2 dogs. I have 2 dog babies. So I have already played my fair share of tag and WrestleMania that they get all riled up in the morning after breakfast when they first go out, and they're so excited just to see you. And so it's like, hi Henna, how are you? Good to see you. I haven't seen you for a while. And so there I am, running around, doing my thing, playing with the dogs, giving everybody attention. And I literally was like, oh, it's almost 1 o'clock already. I was supposed to go to the post office this morning, and I have not made it to the post office yet, so I will run out and do that between now and 4 o'clock. I mean, between 2 and 4, hopefully. I'll just have to steal somebody's car, because I do not have my own car. And I'm like, yeah, got some stuff to mail. I already got paid for it, so I need to mail it. Right? I finished Tumbles the cat. I don't know if any of you are following me. I think, did I have, oh, I thought I put it away. I finished Tumbles the cat. So I'm just really trying to get this nice little brightness and shade and suggesting these pointies. I don't really want them to be super. I think it's going okay. It's really just a bunch of dots. How about that, right? Thank you. So My other nieces were here this weekend, not the one that owned this lizard. And I showed it to them, and they were all excited about it. They're like, "Oh, she's gonna love it." So it might get sent to her before her birthday, because her birthday's in November. I don't know if I can wait that long. And of course, then they saw it, and they're like, "Oh, well, you gotta draw a bait." You know, they had some dogs, and I'm like, "Well, you need to get me some photos. I've been telling your mom." I just don't like, especially when it's a pet that has passed away. I don't like drawing. I don't like painting it unless I'm asked, because I don't know what kind of feelings that might bring up. It did happen for me once that I made a portrait for my mother-in-law and her husband of a dog that they had, and she was upset and didn't really appreciate it too much. It kind of got shoved in the corner, and then of course my feelings got hurt because I didn't understand that she just wasn't ready for it yet, and it was not nice. So we're okay now, but you know, family. So now I just kind of I kind of wait to be asked now. "Hi, Sandy. There's my sweet friend." I'm so happy to see you, girl. Thanks for the hearts. I hope you and your hubby had a good, nice weekend, and that he didn't work too hard. Ours was okay. The weather wasn't great, but you know, we weren't dealing with the hurricane. We were dealing with the after effect. Well, you know, we were dealing with the weather effects of what's happening to the south of us, but nothing like they are. But so I'm not going to complain too much that we had cold and kind of crappy weather this weekend. But that's all right. We're headed into fall now. I always view Labor Day as the end of summer, even though it's not technically the end of summer. But, you know, everybody starts going back to school, and it's like, to me, it's always like life is going back to normal now. Everybody has to get back to their routine of school and everything. Summer always seems like, I don't know, maybe it's because my birthday's in summer, and summer's always been kind of like, seems like a party to me. Did you? But you're located west of the hurricane, right? So you're not really dealing with that effect. But are you out by, have you had any of like the fires or anything? I heard there was some fires and things going on out west. I have a friend who lives in, I have a friend who lives in Montana, and they had some mountain fires, and then I know somebody else was showing some of the fires in California. Just craziness. And I mean, this summer has not been super warm, and I don't know if I totally believe in like global warming per se, but I do believe in the repositioning. So if you scientifically think about the Earth and it's constantly rotating around, I mean, eventually that rotation's going to switch. Yeah. So I think, you know, we're gonna have warmer. We've been having warmer weather later in the summer, and it has been taking like later in the year to get nice. And I think that's all sort of part of it. But I'm not a scientist. It's just my own feelings on what's going on. Because I bet I could be on my boat until into like November or something this year, the way it's going. But Sandy, oh, she left already. Sandy's the only time I went in the water this year so far is when Sandy and her husband came out on the boat with us. And I have not, it just hasn't been that warm where I've felt like jumping into the water. Yeah. I mean, if you look at a top or a marble or anything else, if you spin it around and it just keeps spinning, eventually the ends are going to start. Obviously, it's not going to be that drastic where you could just see it. But I mean, eventually the ends are going to start, and somewhere in time, we're going to end up having like Australia's weather schedule or something. You know, like it'll be hot at Christmas and cold in the summer. I don't know, you know. I mean, billions of years. I just kind of see it happening that way. He's thinking now. Think about it. Approach it with a logical thought. How does that work? Hopefully the North and South poles don't rotate too much. I mean, I'm hoping that it's more like we're on a, bendy axis and they don't go, they don't go too much. But I think even if they did, if this part started melting, then this part would start freezing. That's kind of, like, to me, that seems how it would be. I don't know. Like, as I said, I'm not a scientist. I am just a person who thinks. Just a person who likes to think for myself. I need to get this picture. Alright. There he is. Little dragon. He was kind of big. He wasn't super big. Like, they're not iguana big, but he's not like chameleon little. He was kind of in between. I mean, he was little when you first got him. He was little. So I just want to suggest some of this. I'm just going to kind of lightly. And hopefully these will blend in. Alright. Jaws. Leslie? What was her name? She was doing painting. Do you remember her name? I think as the younger generation starts growing up, we will see more digital painting. I'm not talking so much the cartoony, cartoony kind of digital art and animation like so. I'm talking more of paintings that look like real paintings but are just happen to be done digitally. I can see that happening a little more. Okay, I'm trying to get this edge because his mouth definitely has the shadow going on. It's almost like a lip edge. So I'm going to start blending some of this in. Eepers. I have some of this texture. Like I said, because I call it digital painting. I don't necessarily say it's digital art because I don't do a lot of the traditional digital art tricks of filling and creating textures and shadows, and I just kind of paint like I would paint. But let me get some of this texture. I'm just concentrating a little bit. Sorry. The more these programs advance to where it is kind of like painting, I think people will pick it up more because, like I said, I do not have to go to the store and buy paints just to practice or paper. Yes, the program was a little pricey to start out, but after a while, if you add in brushes, paints, papers, and things like that, it kind of evens out. And I only print out when it's a successful painting or it's going somewhere or I want to hang it up. So I don't have to, I don't have a lot of stuff just sitting around waiting. Which saves some money. But a lot of the older people just don't understand it. They don't quite get it. They can't quite visualize how what I do here on my computer can manifest itself into a real piece of art. But the newer kids are getting it a little better. So as people learn, and that's why I just try to come out and talk about it and educate when I post. I'll show comparisons and between my digital and the print and things like that. And a lot of that is simply to help educate people so they can start saying, yeah, okay, I see what it looks like in that photo and I kind of know what it's going to look like if I would get a print of it. Blonde nerd? Okay, cool. I'll have to look her up. Thanks. And you know me, I always like being encouraging, especially of the younger generation. I I wish I would have had my parent, you know, like my mother was pretty, you know, they liked that I liked art. You know, it was like, okay, that's a nice little, you know, you're good at it and I'm glad you like it. But when you start talking about that's what you kind of want to do for like your life, or that's what your dream would be of a job, or you want to go to art college, then it gets kind of like, oh. Because, I mean, parents just want you to have security. Guess it's okay now that I have my husband who's willing to take care of me. Because, I mean, and they're not wrong. They're not wrong. I mean, like, I couldn't afford to house and feed myself if I was just relying on my art. You know, yeah. If I was just relying on my art, no matter how good it is, I know a lot of artists who are superb, and that's what they do, and it's not easy. One, because people aren't just, you know, when people think of buying something for their house, they don't think about art from somebody. Hi, Shonda. And I've mentioned it before, you know, like, I see it all the time in people's bathrooms. There's the same $20, $30 fake canvas prints that they've gotten at Walmart or Target or something. And it's kind of like, okay. One, I don't think people really know how to even, you know, get art. And like I said, I think a lot of people think it's so expensive that they can't afford it. So it's part of our job as art lovers and supporters of art and artists to kind of tell everybody, hey, there's plenty of us out here who would love to sell you something for $10, $15, $20. Yeah. Yes. It is. And if you research and shop around, you'll find an artist out here doing something that you like. A lot of us do custom, so if you had an idea or you had colors, a lot of people are willing to say, hey, let me know what you're kind of looking into, and I will work with you on it. Hi, Mom! It's my mom, you guys! Oh, Mom, you just made my day! Tell Dad I said hi! Hi, Moms! I'm only gonna cry, you guys. Look at it, it's my mom. I was just thinking of calling you later, Mom, because I was gonna see when you and Dad were thinking of coming up. So think of when you think you might want to come up and visit next time. It's my mom. You guys, I wish my mom, like, my dad actually did a Periscope intro for me. I don't know if anybody saw it on Art Block once. My dad did it, which was hilarious. Oh, you could do this? What do you mean you wasn't sure you could do this? All you have to do is watch. My mom's like the sweetest person, y'all. So... Aw, thanks. It is true, Shonda. I try to be as nice as my mom. My mom thinks the best of everybody. I don't do quite as good as her sometimes, being not judging. You know who this is, right, Mom? Have you seen this yet? Did I show you this part when you were up here? I don't know if she's seen it yet or not, but... Oh, thank you. See? My mom's a lot nicer. Trust me. my mom is yeah, she doesn't let too much stuff bother her or get her too upset. You guys. Yeah. Have you seen this? Have you seen? My mom knows who this is. You know who this is, right, Mom? This is Lizardo. It's Lizardo. I didn't specifically ask Katrina if I could do it or not, but I've never done a lizard before. And so, see? That's okay. You're still here. Alright. Mom, on Instagram, it cuts me off after an hour whether I stop or not. So if I disappear, that's what happened. Don't freak out. It's probably not you. It's probably just me. Just so you know. I'm still teaching my mom about social media, you guys. Yes, Lizardo was cool. I hope she'll like it. I think Carrie said it was okay. Carrie said it would be okay, and she said she would like it, so. But I kept looking at his picture when she posted it, and I'm like, oh, I just felt like the sense of drawing it. She is on Periscope, I think, but she doesn't broadcast Shonda ever. She barely ever comments or likes on any of my social media, which is like why I was surprised she showed up. She sees things and I see like the hearts sometimes, but she very rarely even says anything. So I think she's only on Periscope to watch once in a while. She would never broadcast. Though if she ever wanted to broadcast and make a show about my dad, she could probably be famous. Okay, Mom, thanks. Tell Dad I said hi. I'll call you guys later. Talk to him about when you might want to come up so I can put you on a calendar and plan it, okay? Bye, Mom. That was a treat, you guys. You guys get to meet my mom. Well, my dad wasn't home yet, but yeah. I have to, if you go back and watch my Periscope replay from about maybe 3-4 weeks ago, my dad was here and he watches me. Oh, good. Okay. Well, have fun, Mom. I know you love those rides. Yeah, enjoy the days while they're nice. Make Dad take you to lunch. Anyway, so I love you too. So, what was I talking about? I can't even remember. I'm so excited my Mom was here. Okay, thanks, Scotty. Thanks for stopping in. I know you've had a busy day. I totally appreciate it. Come in, see me when you can. Oh, you had leftovers. You already ate lunch. Alright. Well, think about when you want to come up and get spoiled. My husband always spoils my mom. Hi, Susan. Is it Susan, Mary, or Sherry? I don't know what to call you. I just call you Susan because it's the first one on there. I hope that's alright. I hope that's okay. Alright, Mom, love you. Have a great day. Guys, that was a treat to see my mom. As I said, she only pops in sometimes. She needs to pop in more. But maybe now she will, that she figured it out, that she knows how to chat. Let's put it this way. Everybody loves my mother. And like all our friends used to adopt our mom and call her mom. Your cell phone's dying. Oh no, it's dying. Cardiac resuscitation. You need to go plug it in then. Go plug it in. There's nothing worse than having it completely die though, right? I hate that. Like, I don't mind it being low when I put it in, but like if it completely dies and I don't even know if it's charging for a while because I have to like mess with it, it just makes me insane. She's back. That was really fast. I didn't even realize you went. That was so fast. Shonda's a quick change artist. That was quick. Quick. Right? Oh, anyway, I was saying my dad watches me on YouTube. He watches my YouTube. He's like one of my 8 subscribers on YouTube. You guys, I mean, I don't really promote YouTube that much, but almost every Periscope broadcast is probably on YouTube, simply because I've been saving them there for myself and like maybe, thank you, and like maybe my great grandkids or something in one of these years will see a recording and say, hey, look what my grandma did. If I ever am lucky to have grandkids, look what my grandma did. That's kind of cool. So that's basically why I put things on YouTube. But my dad will watch them on YouTube because he's just discovered the YouTube. That's what he calls it. So I watched you. He'll tell me, I saw you on the YouTube. It's so funny. I saw you on the YouTube, he'll tell me. And then he'll be like, oh yeah, you've had 3 whole people watch it. And I'm like, and one of them was me. And the other one was probably you. And then some random person. And I'm like, thanks, Dad. That's good to know. But he watches the Periscope things on the YouTube. Do you? Well, that's cool. Hi! How are you? There's Anthony. He's awesome. Awesome friend of the artist, sharing all the time. So anyway, so my dad says, I know exactly what you say. You say the same thing every time when you start art block. And he was like imitating my art block intro, you know? And so when he was here, I said, Dad, why don't you just introduce me since you know what I say? And he actually was all for it, and he did. I'm doing great. So there's one of my replays there. I have my dad like doing the intro that I always do, you guys. It's really funny. My parents are crazy. Anthony, you just missed my mom. My mom stopped by to say hi. You just missed her. Alright, I'm trying to get this. This texture going. Oh, she's still here, that sneak. She popped back in. You little sneak. That's my mom. Funny enough, Shonda, it's my mother. My mother's the one who got us all into computers. How about that one? My mom was hearing about computers when they first came out, like ancient times ago. And ancient times ago, right? And yeah, and my mom said, I'm going to buy me one of those things. And so she saved up money and she went out and bought a computer. And me and my sisters and like my husband and stuff, we would actually come over and just come over to play on her computer half the time. And my mom and dad would be upstairs sleeping, and we'd be hanging out at their house playing on the computer. So she was ahead of her time. She was ahead of her time, that lady. She knew what was going on. She saw it. She saw it coming. Yeah, we used to have to sign up and take turns to play on the computer. And that we're talking like, you know, I mean, computers are pricey now, but they were really expensive for back then, you know. Not everybody had them, but my mom did. So how's that, right? Hi, Simone. How are you? I saw you pop in here. We're talking with my mom. I hate autocorrect though. It always doesn't talk the way I want it to. Back in the day. Is that like, let's see, CJ's 26. So about 25 years ago, Mom? Your phone's acting weird. Everybody's having phone issues today. Blame it on the eclipse we just had recently. Making everything act weird. Is it gonna rain there? It rained here last night, Mom. It's kind of sunny here today, but last night we had a good thunderstorm. I like thunderstorms. But you should still go for your ride. Oh. That's weird. I don't know what to tell you. Mom, all you have to do is tell Dad you want to go for ice cream and he'll still take you even if it's raining. Go tell him you have a taste. Mom, tell Dad you have a taste for a frappe and he'll be all on it. Is it sunny in Texas? Yeah, I know. He probably shouldn't drive in it anymore. I hate to say that, but at least he's realizing a little bit. I'm glad it's sunny there in Texas. Shonda, where in Texas are you? Have you had any of that hurricane problems? I don't know where you're at. Thunderstorm and raining every day? I love a good storm, especially at night. Like, it was raining last night and I had to have the doors open so I could hear it. You're East Texas. Okay, good. I know Texas is huge, which a lot of people don't think about. Just like Michigan is so big, like I could drive for another 8 to 10 hours north of me. That's how big Michigan is. But yeah, it's huge. It's huge. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm getting these in the right spots as I come down to the bigger ones. From Dallas. Hi, Dawn. How are you? It's another friend of mine from a long time. Good to see you. Good to see you. My mom is in here, I think, Dawn. I think my mom is still here, too. I hope your family, you and Gary and the girls, everybody, I hope they're all doing okay. Thank you. See? She knows my mom from a long time. I don't know, God, for years and years now. Long time. I've known Dawn for a long time, you guys, so make her feel welcome. Oh, look at that. She knows the date. I don't know the date. Are they back in school yet? Obviously not. I guess they're still at your house. You have to go to work. I hope you have a good day. Did you? See, I'm at work right now. This is my work now. So, I'm working right now. How about that one? Thanks for the hearts. How's your puppy? Take good pictures so I can do a portrait for your puppy someday. I know your husband takes good pictures. No, I can't hear you. I can just see when you type. So I just see the chat down there. It'd probably be really confusing if I could hear. Ah, we all are, sister. I just had the big 5-0. The big 5-0. But I don't feel it. So I tend to I'm rejecting that age right now. I know, right? So take good pictures. I wish I had better pictures of my china. So that's why I tend to take lots of pictures of Chewy and Coco. Okay, but you just have to tell yourself that it's better than the alternative, girl. Right? Like if you weren't the age you are now, then you wouldn't be here because nobody can stop it. Yep. So, and I always try to remind myself that there's plenty of people who wish they could be my age and they won't be, or there's people who wish they had somebody still to be my age. So I'm trying not to I'm trying to not be negative about how old I am. I'm trying to be happy that I am this old. If that makes sense. I hope I made some sense. Keep on, yeah, just like Dory says, right? Keep on swimming, keep on swimming. I just have to keep on going. Oh, the kids are so old, I know, right? Like CJ's engaged to some girl in England. We're working on K1 visas. It's like, oh my God, I am not ready for that. Sherry has like grandkids and stuff. It's like, oh. Aww. That would be good benefits. Get all those plants. I know you guys like the plants. I'd be like, bring home all those half-dead plants. I might be able to save them. Cool. She has like the politest kids, you guys. My boys are so rotten, and she has like these really polite girls. I know a lot of people have, right? So, Chanda, you gotta be blessed with what we have going on. Have to be blessed with what we have going on. Ugh. Yeah, I've had a couple friends who, unfortunately, well, most of them have killed themselves or a car accident. Aww. And see, you gave her that love of all the plants, because you